Hope Air Force Base in North Carolina. One day between missions, I was working in our unit's office, which was actually like a safe within a safe, with two heavily secured doors between me and the outside world, when I received a call from the colonel in charge of the base's flight operations. He wanted to see me in his office for some innocent-sounding reason. I cheerfully left my office and went downstairs to see the colonel, but once I arrived at his office, he just said, "I'm sorry," and two OSI officers in the Office of Special Investigation, is kind of the Air Force's version of the FBI, grabbed me and informed me that I was under arrest. 2 years later, after a long investigation, I was tried in a court-martial and convicted of sodomy and patronizing a gay bar. The prosecution made a strong argument for my being imprisoned at Fort Leavenworth for 9 years, but the jury decided that a simple dismissal from the service with a less than honorable discharge would be sufficient punishment for a man who was guilty of being gay. From that moment on, I've had an FBI arrest record and a felony conviction on my record, a record the Air Force to this day refuses to expunge or correct. So years later, when I arrived in Tyler in 2005, I had a history of knowing the effects of anti-gay discrimination, and I already had an understanding of the importance of fostering a strong LGBTQ community. It took me a while to recover from an illness and to get my bearings in Tyler, but soon I was writing human rights essays and publishing them to my new website, trid.com. Through this website and attending a few PFLAG meetings, I began to meet other LGBTQ people and was surprised that, aside from PFLAG and a single small gay church, there were no gay organizations here, no social events, no gay bars, and no outreach programs. So I began hosting weekly teas in my small apartment. Here my acquaintances began to form into real friendships, supporting my belief that having bonds with fellow members of our LGBTQ community is a powerful and wonderful thing. It was at one of those weekly teas that the idea for TAG would germinate, and was largely from people who attended these teas that I recruited the members of the first board of directors for Tyler area gays. We made a few waves in those early days. I was told it was a stupid idea. I was told there was too much division in our community for any gay organization to survive. I was told that East Texas would never tolerate an organized gay group. I was told I would be assassinated for even trying. But we did survive, and dare I say, we even succeeded and grew. Those first few years had their own challenges. We were barred from holding our board meetings at an otherwise LGBTQ affirming church after our first appearance at the Dallas Pride Parade, where we marched, proudly displaying our TAG banner. We had become too visible, it seems, for the members of that church. It was okay to them that we were gay, but it was not okay that we were proud of it. Later, when TAG sponsored a play about the brutal murder of Matthew Shepard called the Laramie Project, we got word that the board of the community theater intended to cancel it. So TAG protested outside the community theater until it was finally announced that the play would, after all, go on. Still, we failed to change some prevailing East Texas attitudes. When I called to thank the theater's chairman for reversing their position, it was clear that he was not happy with the board's decision to allow a play that told the story of a gay man when he sniped, "This theater is not for people like you. It's for little old ladies and the types of plays they're interested in." But the play went on, and TAG continued to grow and evolve. There were new board members, new chairpeople, new challenges, and new opportunities. But all the while, the purpose of TAG, its mission, remained to serve this city and the LGBTQ community. This Pride Month, I want to thank TAG's original board and every chair and board member who has served since for making TAG what it is today. And special thanks to TAG's current and long-suffering chair, Jay Holburn, for his tireless efforts to not only keep this vital organization alive and relevant, but for his efforts to expand TAG's outreach to those most marginalized in our community. I'm proud to have started TAG 15 years ago, but I'm even more proud of what this organization is and does today. But remember, as strong and active as he is, Jay can't do it all. Tag, no one person can do it all. Tag goes nowhere, it doesn't survive unless all of you, all of us, pitch in and help. It can be as simple as volunteering to put shares out for a meeting, or it could mean writing a check. All you have to do is care and do something. And don't forget to vote. Our rights are under attack here in Texas, and we've already lost much in the past few weeks and years. There are currently efforts in the state legislature to make it illegal to teach tolerance in Texas schools, and also to void all local protections for LGBTQ people here. Trans rights have been especially under attack. Remember always that freedom is hard won and easily lost. There is only one thing for sure: we cannot win unless we fight. Thank you.